Hello. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Mimi Quarantina, and today we're going to be doing a story time, and this one is pretty interesting. Yeah, so this actually happened to me recently. Once again, when it comes to story times, I'm not saying anybody's names. I don't want to put anybody out there, even though they did me dirty. But um so this story time is basically what I like to call basically like this dude tried to expose me. So, and by exposure, I'm sure the first thing that pops into your head is like messages or pictures, anything like that. So, um yeah, like I said, this has happened recently, and it's funny because the person who watches my videos knows exactly who I'm talking about. But once again, like I said, we're not gonna say any names, so let me just start the story off like this. So there's a guy that I've known for a quite a long time, and it's weird because the only reason why I know is because he has told me. Supposedly he knew me since like rec center days, like when I used to stay after school at the Pleasantville Rec Center. It's a place that's near me, or a rec center near me. And supposedly he used to talk to me about how, oh, I remember I saw you, and you were always pretty, da da da. And then, you know, just telling me how cute I was, blah blah blah. And so he liked me. Now mind you, what was it, like 3 years ago, I'm gonna say, we started talking, but it wasn't nothing serious. But I did like him, and he liked me too. So we was talking, but then I was hearing from other people that this dude was, you know, messing with people that I knew. So he was just playing me basically, and I got upset. After that, not too long after that, like I got a boyfriend, and so I ended up blocking him, and I ended up blocking other people and all that stuff. So I stopped contacting him completely. I'm gonna say about, yeah, like last month, early last month, I had sent a sent to all to like everybody on my Snapchat basically, and he was one of them. And because, you know, he had ended up adding me back and stuff like that. And so when he had my sent to all, like when he saw it, he was just like, oh, looky here, it's okay for me to talk to her now. I didn't want a conversation, but he started it. And I don't have beef with him. It was like whatever. So we started talking or whatever. He was like, "Oh, my mom was thinking about you, or she was just, you know, talking about you, something like that." And I'm just sitting here like, boy, I didn't even know your mom knew me. Like, I didn't. But tell your mom I said hello. Like, what's up? Like, how are you? That's what I had told him. Yeah, I was like mad confused when he said that. But anyways, so we started talking day by day or whatever, like catching up. Because I told you guys the last time I talked to him was like 3 years ago. And you guys know that I recently just broke up with you know who. So then he started talking to me again or whatever. And then I just started noticing, I didn't say anything at first, but I started noticing that even though, and he's only a year older than me, but like I started noticing that his old ways, like he was still kind of talking like that, but I never said that to him because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just like keep talking to him, see like what happens or whatever. Mind you, I'm not trying to get in a relationship with him, but by the sounds of it, like he's like wanting that with me, and either that or he was just trying to get deeper into it with me, and I just wasn't for it. Like I was just like, nah, like, you know, I don't want a relationship. And I let him know that from the jump. We was on our little freaky deaky ish, you know, on FaceTime or whatever. I would show him something, he would show me something, you know what I mean. And yeah, that's basically like what happened, like what we were. Then one day I had texted him, I had texted him, oh my god, you're BMSing, like you're blowing my, because that I noticed ever since that day that we did that little stuff on FaceTime, it's like that's all he be talking about. And I can't stand it because it's like, bro, do you talk about anything else but that? Like, I don't always want to talk about sex all the time. Like, I don't want to do that. So then he was like, what are you talking about? And then after that, like we just stopped talking again for like a good week. Then after that we started talking again not too long ago, and he was like, oh, you know, I don't want to fight with you. And it's like when I couldn't see you, I would watch your videos because that was the only way I could get to see you, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, oh, that's nice or whatever, you know, yada yada yada. And then I was like, yeah, like I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm not trying to fight with anybody in general. But, you know, knowing him, the way he acts, he's like petty. And I know petty guys, but the way he's petty is a little feminine. And the person that I know, like I said, I'm not saying names, but the person that I know knows the same thing that I know. We both know. Like, when he talks, he sounds a little feminine. And I'm not saying that he's gay. I'm just saying, like, that's how he sounds. And he's really petty. That's just his personality. That's just how he comes off when you get to know him. Yeah. So my friend had told, the one that knows what I know, had told me not too long ago on FaceTime, oh, you know, this person said that, he said that, like, oh, like when we were all like arguing back in the day, because me, my friend, and him, like they both liked me, okay? And so one felt some type of way about that, the other, it just got really messy. That was back then before. But now, recently he had told me at that time what he said. So he was telling me that basically he was like, oh, he called you a bitch, and he had said that that he came to your house and y'all smashed and you let him smash. I'm sitting here like, friend, this is false information, hun. False information, because he was never hitting this. Like, I was just like, come on. Like, you asked me, you wanted us to link, and I don't even do that. So it's like, so I'm just sitting here like, right? I'm thinking. So then that was that day. Then, like, a couple days later, like, when I told you guys we started talking again, like, so that time, and he was saying, like, the only time he could see me is when he watches my videos or whatever. That time, right? So when he texted that was the day before. The next day, I had asked him on FaceTime. Well, first over text. Then I FaceTimed him and we were talking. And then I decided to ask him, I was like, let me ask you a question, which is my fault, because I probably should have left this in the past, to be honest. I probably should have just let it go. But, like, knowing me, I be wanting to know everything. So I'm just like, yeah, bring it up. So that's what my dumb ass did. I brought it up. And so I was like, let me ask you a question. I'm not going to say who it is. And y'all know how that goes. I'm not going to say who it is, but they end up finding out anyway. So I'm not going to tell you who it is, but somebody I know had told me that supposedly you was mad, you was disrespecting my name, calling me a bitch, and then you supposedly smashed me? Like, what? I don't recall that information at all. I don't, because like I said, I was never letting you hit it. So it's like, where's this information coming from? So I was like, so did you say this, yes or no? And then he's dodging the question. He's like, Miriam, why would I say that to you? Why would I talk about you like that? Da da da. I'm like, boy, yes or no? Yes or no? And then he's still going around the question. He's like, come on, why would I? No, I wouldn't say that to you. So I'm like, so yes or no? And he was like having trouble. That's how you know somebody's lying, when you ask a simple yes or no question and then they just go like sidetrack and talk about something else. Then he went from that to somehow it went to us talking about him and his friends, some people that I know, but I don't know them like that. I just know of them because I seen them around in my school. And like we started talking about that. And then he started talking about how, oh, like they would talk about me, like I was brought up once or twice. And then I'm just sitting here like, why was I brought up? So then he tells me that one of his friends, one of the guys that he's super close with, was saying like, oh, you know, Mimi's not even that bad. I wouldn't cheat on her with my woman. I would only have her suck my. And then I'm just sitting here like, first of all, that's really disrespectful. But I don't care about any of that information because, like I said, he's below me. They're all below me. And, like, I'm not even going to put into that energy, right? But the way he was telling me it was like he wanted to keep going. It was as if, like, he wanted me to feel some type of way about it. So I was just sitting here like, bro, like, okay, I get it. Y'all was talking crap. So I was like, you and him are close. And if he was talking about it, you was definitely talking about me too, or having little side comments because y'all are close. So I don't trust you. Like I told him just like that. And he's like, Miriam, why would I say that about you? Come on, think about it, da da da. And he was like, oh, would this person happen to the person who told you that he be dick riding, this, that, and the third? And then I'm just sitting here like, and he knew who it was. So then I was like, okay, like I didn't even say his name. He automatically knew who it was because of our situation in the past. So like he knew who it was that had told me. And then he started talking crap about him and all this BS. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So then it goes from that, right, to us on FaceTime. He's talking about some, oh, I'm gonna text him, my friend that had told me the information. So I let my friend know, yo, like this is what happened, because I don't want him to think like that I'm messy and I'm you know, trying to get him in some beef with him on purpose, because I'm not that type of person. And I'm just like, bro, why is this happening to me? Like, why is he acting like this? Why is he so butthurt? Mind you, this boy, the one that's doing the most, the one that's a year older than me, all that stuff, he liked me a lot. And like then he claims that he always cared for me, this, that, and the third. So he's out here doing the most. So he's texting him, this, that, and the third. And then the friend that he was super close with, yeah, I'm gonna get to that part. So we're on FaceTime and then he's talking crap about my friend or whatever, and I'm just sitting here quiet, like I'm not even saying nothing. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, because I know that he's not like that. And mind you, I knew my friend longer than him. I knew him since 2nd grade. So I was like, bro, and he's super chill, super nice, like he was just being an asshole. So after that, we just kept going. And then he's like, oh, so you think that I would talk crap about you too? And then I'm like, yes. You're only telling me what I want to hear because you're talking to me. But when it comes to you and your friends, I'm not stupid. Like, I know that you talk about me too. And I don't care. I told you guys, like, I don't care who talks crap about me. Like, I don't care about nobody's opinions and stuff. And I told him that. And it's like, he doesn't care. Like, he still feeds me BS. So then he's like, oh, you still believe that? And then he got super mad because I admitted to him, like, yes, I believe that you said that. And then he hung up the FaceTime and he started wilding out on Snapchat, sending to his streaks indirects about me. And my friend was on his streaks and I was on his streaks too, so obviously he sent it to me and I opened it, and it had said something along the lines of, oh, this girl, da da da. Basically he was like, oh, something, he said something, and then he was like, but I have her nudes or something like that. And then I'm sitting here like, first of all, he made it sound like I sent him nudes. Number one, that's not the case. Number two, we both showed something. So if I really wanted to screenshot you on FaceTime, I really could have done that. Number three, you childish. This is how I look at it. If you have to screenshot, that's so immature. Like, it makes it seem like you don't get no puh at all. Like, at all. Like, word to dashy, puh. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I clearly told him, do not take pictures of me, and he disrespected my wishes. I was looking at him too, so I promise you guys, like, I'm not dumb, like, I'm not naive. It didn't seem like he was taking pictures at all. So that's what happened. We was on FaceTime, and he ended up, you know, I guess screenshotting. But guess what? So he did that, right? And then I texted him and I was like, I'm blocking you, right? And then my friend is just like, yo, he's ridiculous, like he's doing the most. I'm like, exactly. So then that happened, and then I texted him. Mind you, man, after this, man's changed his whole number. All of this, all because I have said, bro, that I believe that he had said that about me. That's what drove him crazy. Like, he got issues, right? So he going buck wild. He's doing all this extra stuff, and then threatening me, talking about he's gonna expose me. But he never told me that directly. You see, that's the thing. But so then he was just being petty. Then he had his friend, the close friend that was talking crap about me or whatever. And mind you, he said he kept talking crap about how, oh, supposedly I have hella bodies and stuff like that. I want to know how these boys talking about me. And mind you, I don't even know them. Like, I know, I've heard of their name before, but I don't know you. So how do you know so much about me? I want to know, right? So I don't feed into that energy. It's whatever. If people are going to talk about you, just let it go, right? So then he basically tells his friend what happened, and then his friend hits my phone up, calling me all types of names and being really nasty. And I'm over here like, thank you, yep, okay, have a nice day. Like, literally, I was being super nice because, like I said, I'm not gonna feed into that. It's whatever. And also, it depends what kind of day I'm having. So it was one of them days, and I'm just like not gonna feed into it. And then he was like, oh, by the way, nice news. And then I was like, yep, thanks, I don't care. And I was like, by the way, you could tell him I said to post them. Like, I was about to say his name. I told him to post them, and I told the other dude to tell him to post them, because at the end of the day, I'm not scared of that. A lot of boys like to do that. They like to be like, oh, I got your pictures, now you're gonna do whatever I want, yeet. Guess what? I don't care, because first of all, my news are popping. That's number one. Number two, you want to show him, if that's gonna make you feel better, go ahead. At the end of the day, what? People gonna talk smack or come to me and tell me, yo, so-and-so post your news. Like, it's not gonna kill me. So it's like, go ahead and do what you gotta do. So I'm not scared. I'm over here chilling. He's thinking that he's scaring me, and I'm just chilling. I'm just like, bro, do what you gotta do. Mind you, I told him that directly on Instagram, blocked him on iMessage, blocked him on Snap, and then he was like, who are you? Da-da-da-da, like being funny, right? Mind you, he never posted them. So he was probably lying that whole time. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do shit. Whatever. So me and the person are laughing about it. Whatever. And then a couple days ago, he laughed about a post that I had posted on my Instagram. And then on my Instagram story, I was like, basically saying like, I don't want a serious relationship. Like, I don't want to be cuffed. If you want to talk, like, I'm down. Right? So like, then he had put laughing emojis under that, and I put ... and then he was just laughing, and he was like, I was like, have a nice day. He was like, shut the F up, and then he was saying all types of stuff. Yeah, no, he said shut the F up, and then I was like, okay. And then he was like, I hearted it, and I was like, hey. And then he was like, so is that how you're gonna act? And I'm like, hey. And then he's like, so you're really gonna act like this towards me? Like, and then, yup, nice friendship, all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, okay. Like, I kept saying it. And then, like, eventually he just stopped. And I'm like, you seriously trying to, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You literally did all of this, threatened to expose me, got your friend on me, which is a really puss move, and you did all this, was really nasty, all this crap, and you all of a sudden, oh, we're not cool? You're gonna act like that? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, what? And I know the person that's watching this is probably laughing right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. And it's just messy, like really messy. But yeah, guys, that's my story time. You know, when it comes to messy people, you gotta go like this of them, and I'm not dealing with him no more. I should have just dropped him the first time and left it like that. Like, but yeah, I don't hate the person or anything like that. I just really feel like all that he did was totally uncalled for and totally not, like, it wasn't necessary, and he was just being very childish. And to his friend, like, go suck a fat one. Listen, it's like, nah, let me stop. But much love to both of them, actually, and I'm not being petty. Like, I prayed for them and everything. I need to stop. But yeah, so that's my story. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have a similar story, let me know. Express yourselves to me, my wonderful masterpieces, in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For your girl, Mimi Quarantina.
And thank you.